What's up guys? As you can tell, this video is lit pretty strangely. We've got this red light over here on camera left blasting the background, giving me this red edge lighting here, and behind the camera we have a white fluorescent ring that is lighting the front. So the whole reason that is it's going to theme in with this video of how does this DJI Osmo Pocket camera perform in low light conditions. Recently Justin James hit me up and wanted to go out and shoot some night photography. So I figure what better opportunity than go out and follow him around while he's shooting to test the performance of this camera in low light. I think it's the best bang for your buck out right now for vloggers, travel videographers, and people that just need a nice slimmed down simple setup. It even works for studio work. My biggest concern about this camera is that it has such a small sensor size. A lot of times in low light conditions you can't expect a lot from a camera with a small sensor. Also in this video you'll notice that I'm wearing a lavalier mic, and that is because I'm trying to find out which mic works best with the DJI Osmo Pocket and if wearing a lavalier mic is a viable option while vlogging with this camera. I plan on making a whole entire video dedicated to the DJI Osmo Pocket and how to get the best audio from it. So you can listen to the results in this video, leave a comment below, tell me if the audio sounds good, if it sounds like crap, just let me know. But let's go test the low light performance of this camera. Guys, so we're here in an alleyway with some graffiti, some diamond graffiti or diamond mural on the wall here. So here's another test of the Osmo Pocket low light footage, and I have it on auto tracking, so I'm not sure how well it's tracking me, but we're still recording with the Smart Lav Rode mic hooked into the smartphone. One thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about how DJI just finally released their external mic input that plugs into the bottom of the camera. The reason I don't like that setup is because I don't think it will allow me to put my Wi-Fi module on the bottom of the camera. And the reason I like the Wi-Fi module is so I can monitor what I look like via my phone. And that helps you with composing your shot, helps you with making sure all your settings are where they need to be, making sure your ISO levels are good and all that. So I think I will keep running with the Smart Lav setup. I think it's doing a good job. It's kind of echoey out here and there's ambient noise. So I'm not sure how it sounds. Does it sound okay? Does it sound like crap? Comment below, let me know what you think, and we're gonna keep getting some low light footage out here. All right guys, so we're out here in Morganton, North Carolina. This is just a small town around where we both live. We're gonna try some night shooting. So we met up with Justin James from Justin James TV. You guys should know him by now. He's gonna do some low light stuff on his G7, and we're gonna do some low light stuff on the Osmo Pocket and see how it turns out. And we're also gonna do some audio tests with this lavalier mic here and see if that's the best way to get audio through the Osmo Pocket. I guess the next shots will be some sweet B-roll of Osmo Pocket low light footage. All right guys, so we're in this weird little alley and super cinematic spot. You could film all kinds of stuff here. It'd be good for promo photos and really anything. You could film any kind of short film scenes here, or, you know, any kind of film scenes here, but definitely has some dramatic lighting, has your typical, you know, trash cans that you would see in an alley, you know, has all the good things that you would need in an alley, right? Brick, graffiti, you know, and I'm partial to this purple building here. So this purple building I think is super cool, but let's walk further this way and see what it looks like. I think it's a restaurant right here. Not totally sure, but this is super neat. If you can see behind me, all this graffiti. super neat. And then it gets super dark through here. So again, this is checking out the low light footage of the Osmo Pocket. All right guys, so I'm pretty much silhouetted right now. This is 1600 shot on the DJI Osmo Pocket. I am going to go down to 800, and I'm even more in silhouette. You can see a little bit of that purple building behind me. Justin's back there. This is 400 on the Osmo Pocket, 200, even further to 100, and then we're gonna go all the way up to 1600, and you can kind of see me a little bit here. It does a pretty good job of handling the low light. We're gonna denoise some of this, so this is it clean, and then here it is with some denoise on top. This is Neat Video Denoiser. This is the best way to get rid of a lot of that digital noise in your footage. But so this is at 1600, and then we'll go to 32,000 or 3200, I mean, and yeah, so how does this look? Does this look like something you would be able to use? So this is what it looks like. There's a street light above me. I'm backlit. And I think that this is working pretty well in terms of capturing all the detail in a shot. I mean, it's not super bright out here. It's just your normal lit street. But yeah, so I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Does it look all right? It's able to continue to track me too. It's doing a good job at, you know, using its auto tracking feature. Wherever I move, I got it actually just sitting on a post. Just a little post in between the alley. But I mean, well, it lost tracking just now. There I am. There we go. It's doing a good job at auto tracking me. Even in low light, it seems to be working just fine. And being able to be hooked to the lavalier mic, I don't have to talk super loud as if I had something hooked to the Osmo Pocket itself. So that's another reason that I think that you need to be using the a lavalier mic with your DJI Osmo Pocket, because you can be a distance from your camera and not have to talk loudly as if you would trying to pick something up on the built-in mics or on a mic attached to your camera itself. Also, like I said, using the Wi-Fi module, I believe, is a big thing, because you can be away from your camera and you can be able to monitor your shot and mess with the settings, even though you're not necessarily close. You know, it allowed you to monitor shots like this, like me walking across the street. As sketchy as we look against this wall, I just had to stop and let you know that we are moving over to the graffiti wall that Justin James has been talking about all night. And
with this ridiculous vlog setup,
I just had to slate my audio. So that's one thing that you're gonna run into all the time when you're running external audio. If you don't come from a filmmaking background where you always capture external, one thing you always have to do is, that's why you see the guy with the boom pole. You know, they're running audio separate from the camera, so they're not capturing audio in the camera, and if they are, it's a scratch audio track just to sync them up in post. That the battery life is pretty decent on it. And if you have any issues with the battery, one thing you can do is you can just carry like one of the battery packs with you, like you would have for your smartphone, and you can just plug it into this and you can run it all day until you run out of SD cards. And obviously if you carry SD cards with you, then that's no problem. But so Justin was wanting to take us to this graffiti wall, which is pretty rad, because you've got, you know, Einstein over here, and then you've got graffiti all along this wall. So the Osmo Pocket's doing pretty good picking up this.
Yeah, that's actually not bad.
And we're at
the G7.
Yeah, so he's gonna break out the G7. I'm kind of in the darkness now, so let's go over here and let's get a better look at some of these pieces here. So of course you have your regular tags and your graffiti. You've got some muralistic type stuff happening here with some faces, and then, you know, the cool one is the Einstein. It's the famous picture, you know, of him sticking his tongue out that you see everywhere. It says, "A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new." And that's a good quote, I guess, because it kind of goes along with filmmaking, kind of goes along with YouTube and vlogging. You got to put yourself out of your comfort zone, and this isn't supposed to be like a motivational talk here or nothing, but you know, you have to try new things. You kind of have to put your hands in a bunch of different projects to see what it is that you enjoy doing, plus what you're good at. And what you equally enjoy and what you equally are good at is what you need to pursue, you know, because you're only going to get better. And, you know, it goes back to, if you enjoy what you're doing, then you're never going to work a day in your life. And that is sort of how I feel about this YouTube channel, vlogging, filmmaking, photography in general is like, you know, I enjoy it so much that I'm out here. I got off work earlier this morning. I haven't really slept, and it's 40 degrees out here and it's cold. A lot of people would say, nah, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna push it off. But you know, our motto is just go shoot. And that's sort of, you know, what it is. You know, I don't ever mind shooting, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, because I enjoy doing it. So guys, if you'll hit the subscribe button, if you will comment with me, if you'll comment below, because I want to, you know, start getting to know some of you guys more as the channel grows. I really like to see what you guys are interested in, because, you know, we have Lost Boys series happening, we have vlogs, and we have a little bit of gear reviews. I'm not going to do much of that other than the equipment that I use in particular. You won't see me going and getting gear just to review it to get views on the channel. But I'm only going to review the gear that I personally would use. I'm not going to just go grab cameras and random stuff or what's popular to try to review them. So, you know, it's a plethora of stuff, but I want to know what you guys like. I'll eventually be breaking everything up into playlists, making everything more easy and cohesive for you to understand, you know, what each thing is, making intros for certain things. But this truly was just kind of a test of the Osmo Pocket's low light capabilities, and we might throw some of these audio tests in my other audio test video. So I plan on doing an entire series of videos over the Osmo Pocket because I believe it is an underrated beast. I think that it is not just a content creation tool. I think it can be a cinematic machine depending on the accessories you attach to it and how you utilize it. So, you know, on top of that, guys, ding the bell to stay updated. You know, hit the subscribe button, comment, and YouTube is my social media platform of choice. This is where I'm going to be dedicating most of my time. So I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Justin James, what do you got? Head over to his channel, check him out. He's got a lot of crazy stuff going on. He has some big life changes happening
Very big.
in his life, him and his family. So go check it out. On that note, guys, remember, just go shoot.